Yo, what's going on, Pearl Love family? You already know what time it is. We finna check out these TikToks. I got a lineup of some Call Me Kinfolk videos I want to show y'all. I want to share with y'all, go over with y'all. You already know, shout out Jerry OG Reacts. We gonna check out, see what lineup he got for us today. Hope you got them pearled up. I ain't got mine together. So I'm gonna sit here and roll up while we get into it. But let's check it out.
In my head. Look, man, smash that like button. Let's get this video to like 20,000 likes. Let's crack the algorithm. Subscribe to my channel. 60% of the people that watch my channel aren't even subscribed. Let's make it to that million. I appreciate y'all along the ride with me. But look, make sure y'all going out here doing your own damn research. I'm not in charge of what you believe. But look, man, we're going to vibe out, have a good time. And like I always say, we're going through a tough time. We're going through this thing called life together. You never in it by yourself. Go ahead, join the family. Let's get it.
There's nothing more supreme than confidence. Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. Applied properly, you're inconquerable. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you're here for a purpose, to enrich the world. Your destiny is in your mouth, in your mind. Once you receive that level of confidence, it will surpass a genius.
32-hour work weeks could be the new maximum in the U.S. soon. A new law has been introduced into Congress that would make it so employers would have to cut the work weeks for their employees at 32 hours. Anything over 32 hours would constitute a fine, and if repeated violations happen, it could even mean jail time. This bill was introduced into Congress in order to make people's lives better and have a higher quality of life for people in the U.S.
A viral AI-generated video mocking President Trump's push to bring manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. has sparked outrage online and intensified the ongoing trade war between Washington and Beijing. The video, created by TikTok user Ben Lau, depicts Americans as overweight, gloomy factory workers toiling in sweatshop-like conditions, all set to traditional Chinese music. In one scene, Americans in gray uniforms assemble iPhones on an assembly line, mimicking scenes from actual Chinese factories. The clip, captioned "Make America Great Again," was designed to mock the Trump administration's tariff agenda and its promises to revive U.S. manufacturing. It was reposted to X by user Damon Chen, where it racked up more than 6 million views. But not everyone found it funny. Commenters on X called out the video for mocking the dignity of blue-collar work, with some sharing personal stories of parents who raised families while working in factories. One user wrote, "My mom worked in a sewing factory for 15 years. It was a good job. Thankful she had it." Another said their father built circuit boards on Long Island in the 1990s, recalling a time when factories brought stability to middle-class American life. Others dismissed the video as propaganda and pointed to China's own use of child labor. Some suggested that if U.S. factories were rebuilt today, they'd be staffed by robots, not humans. The AI video comes as tensions escalate between the U.S. and China following Beijing's own retaliatory measures. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent blasted the Chinese response, calling it a big mistake. He told CNBC, "We export 1/5 to them of what they export to us, so that is a losing hand for them." As the digital clash unfolds alongside an economic one, the war of words and algorithms between the world's two biggest economies shows no signs of slowing.
Gonna lie, y'all. Look, man. Guns down, all that. We're gonna have to run the fade with them. They keep trying to with these AI videos, man. Look. Alright, y'all, look, let's huddle up. We gotta go and get into the gym and do some Pilates and all that other shit. Cause they gotta stop talking about us. We gotta get it together. You feel me? We gotta, when these factories come back, we're gonna be in there in shape. We're gonna look like we belong in the Olympics, everybody, right? Y'all agree? Let me know in the comments down below. Y'all think it's possible?
This is Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises, built to meet any brief.
Problem with that? You know what you should do? You should sanction me. Sanction me with your army. Oh, wait a minute. You don't have an army. I guess that means you need to shut the fuck up. That's what I would do if I don't have no army. I would fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Trump is not the Antichrist. Please do not think I'm defending Lucifer and his army when I say this, but Lucifer is by biblical definition a handsome being. Trump is not. No diddy. Liberals still hate Trump.
I'm a Donald Trump hater.
You will know this is the Antichrist when both Democrats and Republicans, the whole world, and the very elect are actively worshiping this individual. The false prophet and the Antichrist will be loved and adored by many. He will be handsome, fit, and secure. No homo when I explain this. But to give you kind of like a little idea, it's going to be a combination of Michael B. Jordan, the swagger of Denzel Washington, the voice of Idris Elba, the political power of Barack Obama, and yes, I named a whole bunch of liberal, but let's say on the Republican conservative side, political power, Donald Trump, the looks of Brad Pitt, 6'5", blue eyes, finance.
Trust fund.
But it's going to be all in one. So whatever the liberals are looking at, they're looking at the same thing that the conservatives and the Republicans are looking at, okay? And it's going to be one being that you got, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a shapeshifter. This is why I try to tell y'all, when you read the word, you will see that the Antichrist comes first. The false prophet comes first, then the two witnesses. So my advice to you,
The shapeshifter did get into the White House on X-Men, didn't it? Let me know in the comments down below. Am I tripping?
whatever happens in the next coming months, don't believe it. Oh my goodness, it's so simple. I'm telling you right now, whatever happens in the next coming months, I don't care what it is, don't believe it. Your Father in heaven is going to let you know, I promise you. Your Father is going to let you know. He will not leave you stranded. I promise you, I am a witness.
Some of y'all like, oh hell no, but I'm like, it's actually pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I might pull up on one of those. You know what I'm saying? I might trade in my car, get me one of those. Real talk, it look cool to me. Y'all buying one?
I've seen so many of these. Look at his eye. Could be fake, could be real. I don't know what you think.
When we put it inside, it should rotate counterclockwise. As we see, the tendency is to rotate this counterclockwise, and it eventually excites all plasma in all glass in spontaneous rotation. Now, when we put south pole to the glass, it shows tendency to turn plasma to the left side, means counterclockwise. It means that when we put it inside, it will turn plasma clockwise, the opposite way, because we are indicating outer field of the magnetic line. You see the tendency to right. And again, if we go inside, it is spontaneously rotating all neon plasma.
So over there at your $50 billion skunk works, we have hardware that's flying. Apparently we do have a relationship with one alien group over there. Rumors that I have heard from reliable people that I trust indicate that we now have a relationship with at least 3 different groups. Not only the one that looks like us, but the big-nosed guys and the little grays. And this thing gets curiouser and curiouser, as Alice in Wonderland said. What is our government up to? What kind of involvement do they really have with alien intelligence? And why is it important that we pay attention and try to get a handle on what's going on here?
They done confirmed it's real.
Ну так будоражит. Блин, зараза.
All the activity calmed down. It was going crazy at first.
So y'all telling me they shot all of that ammunition at it, and they still didn't hit it?
Going to war.
That's giving me Blue Beam vibes, man. This is like they're preparing. I don't know.
On the air, hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
You can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now are...
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
Crying and all that.
Let's talk about cell phone plans. Can't believe I'm actually using that as the hook. But seriously, Google Fi Wireless has this fast...
You know what's crazy about that? That's just... I'm happy somebody resubmitted that again. I've seen that clip before, but
me too.
It reminds me of like that TV show Paradise. If y'all haven't checked it out, check out Paradise. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. There was a natural disaster coming.
Man, I need to get a Discord on.
Man, y'all should have seen the wave in that movie.
I watch a lot of this stuff.
You should have seen the wave because a volcano exploded, and the government already had a city already built underground, and it looked like they had an artificial sun and everything. China has showed us the artificial sun, right? They had a city underground, and it looked exactly like you would live on the up, like in our environment right now, but everything was below the ground, and they only selected certain types of people to be down there and stuff. They had the new system already prepared, and it reminds me of the sky that they talk about. They say it's holographic and stuff up there. Well, they had that down below as well in this TV series Paradise. They were able to hack the system and put words up there and let just remind them that you're underground and everything. It's crazy though, but let's get back to it.
Grabó con un teléfono celular una extraña imagen. Veamos de qué se trata en el siguiente reporte.
El hijo de Tito Cotapo tomó un celular y empezó a grabar lo que hacía su padre. Primero, su tatuaje en la espalda. Luego el pequeño captó su rostro, giró el teléfono y lo dejó. Al final del registro aparece una rara criatura. No se dieron cuenta de nada. Todo lo descubrieron cuando
estaba grabando en su pared lo que él tiene, el tatuaje ahí, corrió todo. Digo, no es algo normal en la casa, porque nunca se ha visto nada.
Para esta familia los ruidos en la vivienda no son ajenos. A eso ya están acostumbrados.
Aquí ya se escucha paso, qué sé yo, bueno, ya estamos acostumbrados a escuchar paso, pero esa figura no, pues. O sea, la primera que vemos eso.
What we need is Alexandria's Royal Library, the largest collection of knowledge from the ancient world.
The library that burned down thousands of years ago?
Ah, so we have a history buff. And then of course you know that the fire was only a cover, a way to hide the library's most important secrets. Welcome to Serapeum 2, the Royal Library of Alexandria. The Lemurian section is down here, and this isn't all of it. The best stuff is stuck behind that door. They say it was locked by the Lemurians themselves. Lovely locks. It seems you're officially Lemurian. Nice one, Fisk. Just focus on the light, Fiskington. Focus on the light.
Are these just glitches from the camera or reptilians revealing themselves? Check this out, y'all.
I want to ask you 5 questions. I think I put it in period. We asked every
Liquid crystal.
And guess what? You're in the running man organization that works in over 150
Watch how she slowly
My
moves.
job was to meet with teenagers who were living in exclusion, who were living in extreme poverty, or living with HIV, and write their stories.
It's a very gradual
Stories,
process, the
write it.
shapeshifting.
And so, I mean, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna.
See, the old cameras used to catch their skin.
Difficult life. I learned To live each day to its fullest.
Called liquor.
Doing any kind of missionary work.
One morning, I'm done for the weekend, and so I'm just gonna get away and spend time with family and friends and just enjoy it, relax for once. Kind of a fat chance on.
Watch how it morphs, y'all. What do y'all think? Are reptilians among us, or are these just glitches in the camera? As always, thank you for watching. Stay weird.
We all think some of our colleagues are fake, but not in this way. That's right, hackers are using AI to generate photo IDs, employment history, and then provide literal answers during interviews. Apparently this is such a problem that by 2028, 1 in 4 job candidates will be fake. I don't even know if I'm real anymore. Now you might be asking why, and well, it's because once you're hired, an imposter can install malware, demand a ransom, steal company data. The AI is coming for us all. A real life example of something similar is when 300 US firms inadvertently hired imposters with ties to North Korea for IT work, and then these imposters using fake American identities to apply for these jobs and get these jobs sent money back to North Korea to help fund the nation's weapons program. The hilarious part, sometimes these people perform the job so well that they were actually sad to see them go. I guess the moral of the story is we all thought AI was going to take our jobs, but not really in this way. What's your take?
I can't argue with the thing she's saying. She 100% on point. Check it out.
We've been hearing what the Democrats say for so long, and it sound good and it feel good. But we watching what they do, and they ain't doing shit. We hear what Trump say. It sound crazy. But when I watch what Trump do,
somebody was just talking to me about this the other day.
And I go back and I look at real facts about how this man went to court every single day with Michael Jackson, how him and Don King was super, super cool, how this man was on the Wu-Tang Clan album, how when Jennifer Hudson's family was murdered, he put them up in Trump Tower for 6 months, protected them, didn't charge him a dime. How he sent his private jet to go get Nelson Mandela out of prison. How he gave Rainbow Push and Jesse Jackson $1 million to get started, to get activated in the black community. How he gave me and Kwame Kilpatrick pardons to restart. I hear what people say and I watch what they do. I hear people saying they mad about Trump about the Central Park 5, and I get that. But then I know Trump passed the First Step Act, which done freed close to 20,000 people to this day, including Big Meech getting out on some of that sentencing reduction. That ain't got nothing to do with Kamala though. That's Trump in the First Step Act. But then I hear what Biden saying, but I know Biden responsible for the 94 crime bill and the crack cocaine disparity, the thing that took all the real niggas off the streets. This is what Trump's First Step Act was in retrospect to that. Trump's First Step Act overturned that 94 crime bill. That's why we see all the real ones come home. That's why we stuck with a generation of Lil Nas X.
Chills on my back right now.
All of this was strategic. Wipe all the real men off the street. Push this agenda. Because if the real men were in the home, we wouldn't see this like this. So you watch your mama be this pillar of strength. You modeling behavior to go back to psychology. And then we watching agendas on TV. Unfortunately, the Democrat Party of the day ain't the same Democrat Party that Grandma done raised us on. A lot of us is Democrat because that's what Grandma done was on. We gonna be honest. We don't even know why we Democrat. That's just what we on, because we black. Grandma done said the policies have changed. Times have changed. We cannot be educated on abortion and Margaret Sanger and the racism in abortion and vote for it. You can't say Black Lives Matter and vote to kill the black life that you create and then be mad at white people, black women. We so stuck up in this feminism with having a choice that we gotta feel liberated that we don't even realize the consequences of our actions. Like, we wanna run around here and call a man a deadbeat if he don't want the baby, but bitch, you can go kill the baby and get a pat on the back when you don't want it. And at the same time, they screaming equal rights. They don't really want equal rights, they want control. And I don't want that much control. I don't want the right to kill my children. And if people gonna hate me for that, oh well. But you know, people waking up now, but I think what the issue is, again, we so stuck on racism. Like, they use this whole racism thing to try to control.
Oh, she was talking right there. She was talking about a lot right there. So we're going to go ahead and get into this video Kimbo put out. I guess something happened to some NFL player recently, Kyrie Lacey. See what he talking about, man.
Right now, and mind you, the NFL draft is coming up in about 2 weeks, and he has passed away right before the NFL draft. Now they say that it was an altercation between a family member. The disturbance involved Lacey discharging a firearm into the ground before leaving the scene. Now we gonna talk about these numbers. Don't even worry about it. Now they say that Lacey's vehicle, the constable, right, the police and the head, the one that was in charge that night, spotted Lacey's vehicle at approximately 11:35, leading him to attempt a traffic stop. Deputies then claimed that Lacey refused to pull over, initiating a vehicle pursuit that took place spanning several miles. And it sounds just like the young Scooter situation, where they said he was running from the police, and they saying that he died from cutting his leg from jumping over the wooden fence from running from the police. Then they say that Lacey, right, took the police on a hot pursuit, and it ended in a crash. Now, it's a little more that they're saying that happened during this crash. They're saying that Lacey committed, they say he self-deleted himself, right? While the police chase was going on. They're saying that's the reason why the police chase ended. And it resulted in a crash, because they're saying that they looked at the wounds and they're saying that it's a self-inflicted gunshot wound, right? So, with that being said, man, let's get into the numerology with this situation, because it's a whole lot. All right. With that being said, let's go to the official NFL website, right? And let's see that I hope his name is Kyron, because I'm gonna say Kyron the whole time. Kyron make more sense that for a boy name. You see what I'm saying? Kyron Lacey, and forgive me if I say it wrong. Dead at 24, right? He's 24 years old. Now, specifically, right? Kyron Lacey is 24 years and 3 months. He was 24 years and 3 months old at the time of his demise, when Kobe Bean Bryant equals 243 in the English language backwards. So now we about to get into this Kobe ritual, or at least these Kobe synchronicities, right? Because a lot of y'all that have requested personal breakdowns, y'all have seen how these numbers are universal, that they don't just apply to people that's in the media. These same number, these same synchronicities, this same numerology applies to everyday people, right? So, with that being said, man, Lacey, I'm gonna just say Lacey just in case his name not pronounced Kyron. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I do. So he was born on 59 and 41 date numerology, right? Now, Black Mamba equals 59 in the ordinal cipher, right? The English language forwards. A equaling 1, B equaling 2, C equaling 3, so on and so forth. So this was the date numerology that he was born on, 59 and 41. Kobe Bryant equals 41 in the reduction cipher, reducing the English language. So the same concept as ordinal, but you're just reducing the double digits to single digits, right? This is called the Pythagorean cipher, because the philosopher Pythagoras believed that the only true numbers were 1 through 9. So that's how this cipher is calculated, right? Down to the simplest number that it could possibly be, right? Breaking it down as much as possible, right? So he was born on 59 and 41 date numerology, right? And he died when he was 24 years and 3 months. 243, just like Kobe Bean Bryant. Now, notice that deputies respond to a disturbance involving Lacey and a female family member at approximately 11:15. Right? 11:15. We got 11:15. Lord have mercy. And we got 11:35. We got 1:15 and we got 1:35. We got 1:15. We got 1:15 and we got 1:35. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on. Let's really talk. Let's really dive in. Let's really dive in. Right? Because he even passed away. Let's talk about Scully. Well, no, let's do all the Kobe. Let's get all the Kobe out the way real quick. Let's get all the Kobe out the way. Then we're gonna talk about the Skull and Bones. Right? Because come to find out, right, after this whole thing has taken place with Kyron, that he passed away due to a police chase. He supposedly, apparently self-deleted, and that's what caused the crash, right? But what's so crazy is back on December 17th, which is Pope Francis's birthday. If you don't know who Pope Francis is,
that boy, hey, shout out, call me Kinfo, bro. That boy cooking.
Pi is a free browser extension that blocks ads on your favorite sites. You install it once, and then you can use the internet freely, and you honestly forget about all the ads that used to be there.
Let me know what y'all think about this, cause bro, I know he cooking.
He's the Jesuit Pope, the current Jesuit Pope, as he is 88 years old, right? 88. Y'all know the number 8. Y'all know what the number 8 pertains to, right? So you could say that this crash, right, where he actually took somebody's life, right? Kyron Lacey was accused of causing a crash that killed a 78-year-old man December 17th, and then fleeing the scene without rendering aid or calling authorities. Now pay attention to the fact that December 17th is not only the Jesuit Pope's birthday, right? The first Pope from the Society of Jesus, Pope Francis, born December 17th. Now, the man in question was 78 years old, right? Just like Jesuit equals 78, right? So let's continue, man. Let's continue knowing that the Pope is 88 years old at the time when we know Kobe wore the number 8. Right? Because Kyron passed away on the 117th day of the crash where he killed somebody, supposedly, right? 117. You like, where it's at? Here it is. Here it is. 117. Right? But come on, man. Come on. We're gonna knock this right on out, man. We're gonna knock this right on out. Right? We got, okay, let's continue with the Kobe real quick. Let's continue. So, the day that Kyron Lacey turned himself into authorities, he turned himself in on January 12th, and he was released on a $151,000 bail. Now, I need you to pay attention to every single number that you see in this article, right? But don't worry about it. You don't have to remember. I'm going to direct your attention back to it when need be. So let's talk about the day that Kyron turned himself into authorities, January 12th. Kyron passed away 12 weeks and 6 days after the day that he turned himself in.
That boy cooking. I ain't gonna lie.
Kobe Bryant's date of death is January 26th. 1, 2, 6. Same numbers. 1, 2, 6. Now, let's talk about Skull and Bones. Let's talk about Skull and Bones, right? Because Kyron Lacey was also born on, once again, 59, and 41 date numerology. And these parallels pertain to Kobe Bryant as well with the way that he went out. Because how old was Kobe when he passed away? He was 41, right? Now, Skull and Bones equals 41 and 59. 41 and 59 in single reduction. We have Skull and Bones, right? He passed away on 61 date numerology, with a day leaving 263 days left in the year. Skull and Crossbones equals 61 and 263, right? So we got Skull and Bones on our hands, man. We got Skull and Bones on our hands. Not to mention that Kyron Lacey passed away 3 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days after his birthday. When Skull and Bones is known as Order 322. It's known as Order 322. And the reason being, right? The reason being, it's said to be because of Genesis 3:22, which describes God's decision to prevent Adam and Eve from eating from the tree of life after they disobeyed his command and ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The verse emphasizes that by knowing good and evil, humanity had become like God, and God feared that if they also gained immortality from the tree of life, they would live forever in a state of spiritual death, making them even more like God in a negative way. And this is where this 322 comes from. This is where this Skull and Bones comes from. Right? This is where this comes from. Now, and we gonna relate this. We're gonna relate this back to this scripture right here, because this is very important. Now, moving along with the Skull and Bones, the day that Kyron turned himself in, he turned himself in on January 12th. Skull and Bones is known as the Brotherhood of Death. 112. 112. And hold on, let me see something real quick. Never mind. I thought it equaled 112 as well. But it does equal 220. I'm gonna show you something else real quick. Okay, matter of fact, since we talking about the Brotherhood of Death, right? Which equals 220. The Brotherhood of Death equals 220. If we take Kyron Pierre Lacey's full name, we get 220. Just like the Brotherhood of Death.
It's delicate.
Just like the Brotherhood of Death. Right? Now, let me close these things as I you feel me, as I get through them. Okay, so we got Skull and Bones. Not to mention that Kyron passed away 116 days after the day that he killed the 78-year-old man on December 17th. This happened 116 days, right, before his death. Brotherhood of Death, right, in Latin equals 611, the reflection of 116. It was all Brotherhood of Death, Skull and Bones. Now, remember that scripture, Genesis 3:22. Remember that scripture where it describes God's decision to prevent Adam and Eve from eating from the tree of life. Now he passed away 15 weeks and 1 day after his birthday. Now pay attention to the fact that his bail was $151,000 His bail was $151,000, right? And he died 15 weeks and 1 day after his birthday. When Jesus Christ equals 151. So this looks like a Jesuit ritual to me. This looks like a Jesuit ritual because if we...
Oh, that boy cooking. I ain't gonna lie. I want to show y'all how he used this to decode sports with the parlays.
Playoff record.
Parlays.
And they gonna give it to me. Since they lost that game, now it's 137. But at the time before it started, it was 136. So I said, okay, they got 66 wins right now. New York Knicks equals 66. They could get their 137th loss in Indiana. That was a home game for Indiana, might I add. They're undefeated at home right now. So it was versus Indiana, which equals 137. Even the Indiana coach, Rick Carlisle, when his last name Carlisle, equals 137. Now, 137 is the 33rd prime number. Well, that's interesting. Because if we go down here, this game was on a Friday. The New York Knicks came in that game 33-32. So guess what? They lost that game to become 33-33 on Fridays all the time in the playoffs. So you see how these you see these combos, right? That's what you looking for. You looking for the most combos, the most riddles. You looking for the strongest riddle.
Oh man.
Because everything is connecting right now. Order of Illuminati, you got the 137, 33, even New York. Even New York. I hope I'm not going too fast. New York
slow down.
equals 33.
Slow down just a little bit, bro.
Nick equals 33. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they ended up losing that game. And it was also their 66th Friday game when New York equals 66. So they stayed, you see that right there? That's 66. So they stayed on 66 wins on Friday. Oh, never mind. I thought Friday equals 66. Never mind. But they stayed on 66 on Friday when New York Knicks equals 66. So you just looking for the strongest riddle for real. That's really all it is.
Hey, boy, this is a job.
Now, because you want to look at it every way, so you want to add as many records as possible.
Opera GX.
So the reel can be as strongest as possible. You want to add as many things as possible.
Is hogging all your resources. I mean, look at this.
I hate that YouTube getting around the ad blocker. But okay, so the Knicks also came into this game 12-20 on Fridays on the road in the playoffs all the time. So it was a Friday and it was an away game for the Knicks. So you take that record as well. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Some riddles are harder to solve than others because sometimes you'll see numbers on both sides. Now you might happen to be on the right end of that riddle, or you might happen to be on the wrong end of that riddle, because sometimes it could be double-sided. So that's what you kind of want to do. You want to add as most records as possible, so you can get the strongest riddle, right? So they came into that game 12-20 on Fridays on the road. They lost and became 12-21 on 12-21 date numerology. Let me show you. So that game was 12-21. So they became 12-21, and then they made the series. The Pacers made the series 2-1. You see what I'm saying? I hope it's starting to make sense. I feel like I don't know. Hopefully I'm making sense. Because NY, the abbreviation NY equals 12. So that's why they was on 12 wins. And then Nick equals 21, right? So that's why they got their 21st Friday loss on the road in the playoffs. Not to mention we just used the word Nick, just like up here. Once again, the combination Nick equals 33. That's why they became 33 and 33 on Fridays in the playoffs all the time. Now let's move on to the Pacers. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so let me explain the Kobe Bryant's connections. Since we're in the year 24 of Kobe, everybody always say, why you connect everything to Kobe? Why do you connect everything to Kobe? Because Kobe Bryant was the biggest ritual in the sports world. It was a lot of energy that was harnessed off of that staged ritual, right? Off of that staged ritual. So it's a lot of things that's connected to him. He was the biggest ritual in sports. So it's not just basketball that Kobe Bryant is connected to. Once you start looking into these games, you'll see that it's connected in MLB. You start looking up these coaches' names, the days that they was born. A lot of people have these connections, even the players. But let's move on, man. Because Tom Thibodeau, who is the Knicks coach, came into that game 37 and 43 in the playoffs. He got his 44th loss in his 81st game when Kobe Bean Bryant equals 81 and Kobe Bean Bryant is 44 in Chaldean. See, this is why y'all have to tap in to the Chaldean cipher. This is why y'all gotta tap in. A lot of y'all ignore the Chaldean cipher. That's why y'all.
Yeah, so you see how he using it to break down these sports, and I mean, I'm not saying every time you do it, it's gonna be 100%, but you could be putting some decent little bets down if you ahead of the game, know what you're doing, study it. I don't know, bro. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. He using it for that, and it's not. It ain't even necessary that it's just like the rappers. It's everywhere, bro. I don't know, bro. Y'all check out Call Me Kinfo, bro. Y'all tap in, bro. But we gonna go ahead and get into the street beefs. You already know. Let's see what's going on, bro. You already know. What they.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from
You ready?
Watch your back. I assumed he was going to stand beside you. Yeah, Brian. Touch him. Get off that center line. Move that in. There you go. Mind work too. Five, 6, 7, 8. Walk over here. You alright? Yes, sir. You want to continue? Yes, sir. Let's work.
You good? Get back right. Get back right. Come on, man. Get back right. Body. Body head. Get back right. There you go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time, man. Thank you. Round 2.
know what we do. Less work.
There you go. Oh, everybody here. Jab. Circle. You circle in the wrong way. You circle in the right way. There you go.
Body work. You gotta set it up with the jab. There you go. That works.
The check left hook is there.
Don't just put it out there. Throw it out. There you go.
Check left hook is right there.
Come on now.
Right there. There you go.
You already got him once.
Come on. Don't hesitate. Go ahead. Do what you do. Jab.
To the body in the head.
Hit him like he hit you.
Inside.
Don't be soft.
Body work.
Don't jab.
Body work.
Keep going.
Nice way for you.
There you go. Jab. Don't just push it out there.
Look at that motherfucker. Come on.
There you go. Keep going. There you go.
Body head. My time. Break clean, no punch.
Hey, give me one low, one high.
Fight.
Jab, left hand.
Come on.
Jab, left hand. Jab, left hand. Jab, left hand. Be that close.
Keep swinging.
Jab, and
Be that close to that body. There you go.
Keep going.
Be that close to that body. Don't fight with
Come on.
Jab, don't let him get
3 rounds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time, man. Thank you. Y'all want touch gloves? You cut the middle touch gloves. Good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship. Round 3. Let's work.
Jab. Don't wait around for him. Show you how. There you go. Come on now.
There you go.
Come on. Let's go. There you go. There you go.
See how he trying to come to your right?
Yeah. Put it on. Let's go. There you go. Put it on. Come on. Put it on. Your corner.
And the body. On the body. The body don't move. Not move. The body do not move. Come on.
Break that up.
Fight. Let loose, Brian. My time. Watch y'all's heads. Fight. You gotta let loose, Brian. You gotta let loose. We're in a dog fight.
Go to that liver.
Yeah, there you go. Keep punching. Keep punching. There you go. Keep punching. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
We ain't fighting tomorrow, big dog. We ain't fighting tomorrow. We got one move to do.
Good.
To the liver. Right side. His right side. He punch you first. Get him back. Get him back.
Come on, Brian.
Come on, Brian.
You got this, baby. Let's go.
That nigga smells straight.
Let's go. Let's go.
What?
There you go.
He don't want to look. You can't take that. Give him some. Couple more of them. There you go. Big fella.
Hey, you good, big dog? Stand up, bro. Hey, good shit, baby. It is a knockdown, but it's not a...
Easy money.
Niggas going too many rounds. I ain't finna waste that whole fight.
Don't drop the hand when you jab. 1-6. Oh my God, they do it. Overhand. Yeah. Again, chase him.
Go get him.
One, let's work.
Fighting two. Skip it.
He's like, pick up your track. Fight. He's like, I mean, you got the wrong one. Yeah. Those are things. I tried to pay him.
Go crazy, bro. Beat. Hold on. Stop grabbing. He finna make me. Bow! He laughing.
He wasn't trying to hit you. Round 3. You know who we be. Sage's backyard. Let's work.
There you go.
Bro.
Hands up though. Box though, Nelson. Don't go crazy. Circle around so the wind's in your face. Nice. Hands up. 30 seconds. Hey. Uppercut. Again. Hands up, Nelson. Fight back. Get out. There you go.
Who set this up?
Hey. Go, Nelson. Come on. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Winner, split decision. Good fight, guys.
All right. Shaft alien.
Mouthpiece. Let's work.
This is MMA.
Don't hesitate. Keep them hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Roll. Switch your side control. Oh, an elbow. Switch your hips. Switch your hips. Oh, his elbow.
He's having a lot.
Come on. Get out. Right. Bring the elbow down. Get it. Get over that leg.
Yeah, he almost got you right. It's over.
Keep going left.
It's over.
Wrist control. You got it. Back your hand. Hold up. Wrist control.
And the arm gets tired.
Yeah.
Come on, keep fighting. Get him. Don't give up. Don't give up.
It's over there, bro. Get him out of there, bro. Get him out of there, bro. Get him out of there. Kill that boy.
Round 1. Let's work.
Hold the gate.
My time. Hold. No punch. My time. Break him. Fight. Off his back, his head. There you go.
Don't wear yourself out, bro. You got 3 rounds.
Yep. What is he doing? Yep.
Hey, keep that chin tucked, Chad.
Let's go, baby. Get in your head, bro. Let's go.
He's wearing himself out.
Let's go. It hurts. Keep your hands up, Mike.
Give him that big rib.
Keep your hands up.
There it is, that big rib. The smile is crazy.
Slow down, man.
Call him the
Watch
Joker.
right
there.
The uppercut. Mike, the hands up.
Punching all over the place.
That's fight.
Fight. No, I thought that was BRBG for a minute. Fight. Good fight.
Okay, bro. Yeah.
Now 1 street piece. Let's work.
Just another day at work.
There's the offense. Get that jab going.
Get out of there. Back to jab. You don't got nothing. Go.
You already know what the Philly show is.
Yeah.
Gotta fight, man. We got us a fight.
This man got ultra instinct.
Yeah, Storm.
I give him some work there. Give him some work.
Are you overstepping?
Yeah. Now you see what?
Double that jab up.
Oh, he boxing in chucks, man. You brave. Hey, that's West Coast. That's something for you.
Damn, the chucks. I was looking at the construction shit. I thought the niggas was lay down ground ball. Slim got on boot. Look at that. He got more traction than the other guy. You're lucky it's not a kickboxing. You ever got sick of Steve Ryan going home?
Have you need to meet my coach. He's ranked 4th in MMA. James, this one was his opponent. His lady was just on the air.
I swear Marcus on another.
Keep working on that.
Give my time.
Jab, tearing them up.
20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15,
Carlos,
14,
Carlos,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, man. Round 2, you know what we do. Let's work. I got time today. Y'all remember that video? Yeah, I wasn't on my gangster shit that day, but I got time today.
He just hit a line.
That's what I heard. I heard that.
That's the beginning of the second round. I had to piss myself.
Jesus.
This is a scrap. This is a scrap.
Don't let him step inside.
Cross up.
You Aztec Warriors, come on.
It's a good fight, man. Some Marcus's.
Cross up, Slim. 1 minute.
60 seconds, man.
Go in, bro.
Cross up.
Okay, I'm tired.
Cross hook, no hook cross. There you go. Cross hook,
She got some boots on. I don't know what the hell.
Good job.
30 seconds, man. Way to work, man. Way to work.
He's good.
Yep, good job.
Ten, 11, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Good job.
Time.
Right.
Round, man. Good round. Round 3. You know where we at, man. Street beefs. Let's work.
Y'all can't see, right?
This is it.
Go.
This is it.
Are y'all not entertained?
Yes.
Bring him up there. Bring him up.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Line up. Line up.
Get a knockout.
Good luck. Good job.
Oh.
Go get it. You gotta get it. Who won it? Who won it? Nice save.
Good. Let's work. Let's go.
Body.
Get out. Get out. Go get. Now. Get out. Let's go. Don't let off, Slim. You see the shot. Don't you let off. Get out. Get out and go. Get out and go. Yes, sir. Good, Slim. All right, go. There you go. Get in there. Go off. Hey. You got it. Keep your hands up.
My time. Taking them. You just hit them like 4 times in a row, bro.
6, 5,
They ain't falling.
time.
That's a good fight. No knockout. That was just a good fight.
Great fucking shit, bro.
Oh man. This is these crazy people.
Hey, watch out behind you.
2 women who don't look like criminals have decided to commit a crime against 2 older men. Unexpectedly, the victims can restrain one, but the other tries to fight back. Amid the chaos, one of the perpetrators freed himself from the victim's grip. They left the victim and successfully continued their crime spree, leaving the victim injured and in shock. On June 26, 2021, the inevitable incident occurred at Club Paradise, creating tension and generating reports from panicked residents about what was happening in the area.
Tweak.
The CCTV footage shows a bustling atmosphere outside the club, with people from different groups gathering. Still, in the middle of the day, they became involved in a feud and escalated the situation. One of the perpetrators who started the shooting escaped into a house where he continued to attack the other group outside through the door. Following this incident, Temple police searched for the perpetrators, who were still at large. On a quiet night in Atlanta, an incident involving a teenager leads us to severe challenges and consequences.
What's wrong with you, man? What are you shoving me like that for, man?
That night, reports came in from a convenience store on Atlanta Avenue. Officers responded to reports of an altercation involving a gun. They found Taven Shelton, a 17-year-old juvenile, about to leave the convenience store.
Don't move.
I got a gun on board.
6'9" recovered. Don't move.
Go ahead.
The officers should have taken action against Shelton. After a search, an unexpected object was found. The police officers took him away for further investigation. In East Oakland, video surveillance captured an incident at a store in the middle of the night.
What they on?
A tense atmosphere was in the air as a group of people wearing black hoodies and some wearing face masks entered the store. They initially asked the store owner for tobacco, but when asked for their identities, they refused to give it.
Suspicious? Yeah, y'all do taking too long. I ain't condoning this.
Sensing that something was about to happen, the shopkeeper was cautious and didn't act rashly until the predictable incident occurred. One of them pulled out a gun and pointed it at the shopkeeper. They took money from the drawer and some items from the shop before running away. On a night in Atlanta, a disturbance on a roadside turns into a tragedy.
Somebody. Oh, he already got.
In this footage, a group of people are arguing with each other, increasing tension. They are seen carrying items that can be used to commit violence against each other, creating a tense atmosphere that night. The unrest came to a tragic end in May when Dominic McKibbins, an 18-year-old teenager, was shot and killed on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. Atlanta police are now trying to identify those involved in the incident. It was a quiet shopping day at Oakbrook Center Mall. However, an unexpected incident turned the atmosphere into chaos.
I was just finna say, like when they hit the stores in Chicago downtown.
In the surveillance video, several people ran into the Louis Vuitton store, making shoppers panic. They quickly grabbed items without paying attention to the shopkeeper.
I get it, but bro.
These people continued their actions. The shopkeeper tried to stop them, but some thieves resisted and tried to escape. Despite the efforts of the shopkeeper to stop the thieves, some items were stolen. A shocking event quickly unfolded at an Apple store in California, causing confusion and panic among visitors to the busy Apple store. While the store was busy, a group of men quickly ran into the store. They acted quickly and organized, regardless of the people who were there. The moment was captured when the group of men continued the action, while the shopkeeper could only see and could not prevent their action. And after the action was successful, they ran away without regret. On a night in Detroit, we explore the slums full of nightlife. The atmosphere is tense but also engaging to explore. Along the streets, we see many young people huddled together, busy with their activities, creating a unique and different image from other areas of Detroit. Driving through the dark and seedy streets, we see young men gathered together, perhaps looking for fun or to relax. However, there is an eerie atmosphere that emanates from the darkness and squalor of this area. In a Memphis gas station store, what should be a quiet night turns into chaos. An argument between two men takes center stage, bringing tension to the forefront.
Good. You nigga ran off of my bro. I'm here doing business with you, man. Ran off in my car and towed my car up, man. Just towed my car up, bro.
Two men are involved in an altercation, seen arguing with each other in a rising tone of voice. One of the men shouts angrily, trying to explain their problems.
I'm down this motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you, you ain't doing about here, bro. He is not leaving, bro. He's not leaving. He's not.
Unexpectedly, the angry man takes unexpected action against the other man, who is shirtless. Physical violence ensues, and people who see the scene are forced to intervene to separate and calm the two men, so that the situation does not escalate further. On a sunny day at the Lakeside Mall in Benoni, the once tranquil everyday life was instantly turned into a scene from an action movie. CCTV footage shows shoppers running from the mall's exits, looking for shelter, and a tense atmosphere is instantly created around the mall. Something dangerous is about to happen. As the chaos continues, no one dares to get in the way of the confrontation. Bullets were scattered throughout the mall, threatening everyone who was there. The situation began to calm down as the armed group got their loot. A warning for Chicago's West Side, where a wave of armed robberies overshadowed Tuesday morning. The Chicago Police Department issued a warning to the local community after 10 tragic incidents occurred in just 2 hours.
Dark-colored sedan pulled up just before 7:30 Saturday night, and 4 armed men with hoods up wearing masks jump out, taking his wallet at gunpoint that had 2.
Surveillance footage captured the tense moment when 2 men were attacked by a group of armed men outside an auto repair shop. The robbers mercilessly pointed guns at the men.
Cash a customer had just paid him inside.
No, nunca pensé que me fuera a tocar a mí.
He says he never thought it would happen to him, but this man is just one of more than a dozen people robbed.
Inside the garage, the robbers threatened the men and demanded their property. They quickly took valuables and money before fleeing the scene. On the sunny afternoon of June 28, 2022, a normally quiet gas station witnessed horrific action between 2 groups of men who suddenly found themselves in a tense encounter. A man gets out of a white sedan with a gun in his hand and walks toward the entrance of the store. However, his steps are stopped as something terrible is about to happen to him. And then it gets even scarier. The man, without hesitation, returns fire at the perpetrator in the black sedan. The shooting was inevitable, making customers inside the store run outside to save themselves. A tragedy has shaken the lives of a Stanislaus County family. They are demanding justice after losing loved ones in a deadly home invasion in Ceres last September.
I'm opening it. What's your name?
Those people coming up behind him? Those his homies? It looked like he ducked it down like that.
The home invasion occurred in the early morning hours in the 2600 block of Gondring Road. Surveillance footage shows the group pointing a gun at the victim, Christian Sanchez. After Sanchez opens the door, several of the burglars enter the house, while one tries to tamper with the surveillance camera. The scene is agitated, and the presence of a life-threatening weapon adds to the tension. A bank employee was doing his job on a sunny winter's day. Unsuspecting, he carries valuables inside the bank into an armored vehicle parked outside.
Okay, now we at the brink shop.
However, when the bank employee opened the vehicle's back door, a tense scene ensued. A group of robbers who had been lurking in a nearby black car got out and pointed a gun at the bank employee.
Hey, anybody heard about this? They got up out of there? What happened?
The employee was helpless, and the robbers freely looted the contents of the armored vehicle. After robbing the contents of the vehicle, the robbers fled in their car, leaving chaos and fear at the scene. An unexpected event shakes up the afternoon atmosphere in a jewelry store. As the incident unfolded, the atmosphere became tense and full of fear. Staff and customers were unable to do much when the robbery took place. The beautifully displayed jewelry in the window became an easy target for the robbers, who were quick to act.
He got the same shoes she got on. They in the back.
However, shockingly, a man suspected to be the store owner showed incredible courage. Without hesitation, he picked up a gun and fired a single bullet into the leg of one of the robbers, forcing them to flee quickly. A shocking event occurs at the Topanga Mall, in a city that never sleeps.
Is they hitting or they hitting? They fighting, they hitting the stove.
A shocking scene as a mysterious group of people invade the mall. Police officers investigate earnestly, trying to uncover the common thread behind this series of events.
They trying to go crazy.
This question comes after a series of flash mob robberies in LA County. This is the second such incident this week alone. But are these incidents related, or are they just coincidences? Behind the city's bright lights, the night is only sometimes friendly. At a North Memphis gas station, the quiet of the night is disturbed by an unexpected act.
Damn, in Memphis.
Under the dim lights, a man is refueling his car. Unexpectedly, bad luck stalks him. A footstep approaches slowly. A mysterious figure emerges from the shadows carrying evil intentions. The eyewitness who saw the incident could remain silent, not daring to fight back for his safety.
Give me all your money. Give me all your money. Right now. I ain't got no money. Give me everything in your pocket, cuz. Give me everything. Everything. Right now. Give me everything.
The silence of the night bears witness to a robbery. Fear enveloped the victim at gunpoint. Threat after threat was made, forcing the victim to hand over his valuables. Behind the bright lights of the city, the night is not always friendly. A store in North Houston witnesses a gripping incident that shatters the tranquility of the night.
This video from a store in North Houston shows a clerk as he faces 4 robbers with guns aimed right at his...
Under the dim lights, a shopkeeper is unaware of lurking danger. 4 men enter the store pretending to be shoppers, but moments later, they carry evil intentions.
Some cigarettes. The clerk was not hurt, thankfully, but if you...
Yeah, shout out to you if you made it this far, man. I'm gonna go ahead and check out Shout out Comedy Kinfolk. Hey, we gotta tap into that, using that gematria for the parlays and how it tie into sports and these everyday games and all that. That's a whole nother topic. A whole nother lane with the gematria. But yeah, shout out Comedy Kinfolk, man. Shout out Dre OG Reacts. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Appreciate you for making it this far. You already know, I'm gone.